Warrior Poet at the foul line. All right, hey, welcome back, my friends. We have a brand new optic. This is the Vortex Strike Eagle 1:8 in first focal plane. And that's a big deal because I've got old eyes. I can barely even read stadia lines on second focal plane optics. So I love first focal planes, and I want to be able to take a look at this new Strike Eagle. I haven't really cared about Strike Eagles before, and I've just had this terrific man crush on the Vortex Razor, particularly the 1:10. This is a 1:8, and we're going to jump into overview, specs, features, things I like and things I dislike. But before we do any of that, we got to hit the range. We got to do the pow pow bang bang thing because it's YouTube. That's what we do on YouTube because it's fun. I like fun, so we'll do that now. There we go. All right, so specs and features time. First off, it looks a little bit more like the Razor. The weight is 23.9 ounces. That's a full 2 ounces more than my beloved Vortex Razor. The LPVO comes in MOA. It's a 30mm tube. It has a speed ring with a center dot, which can be illuminated with 9 different day settings and 2 night vision settings. Additionally, it comes with cap turrets as opposed to locking turrets. And out of the box, it comes with this snazzy throw lever, caps for both lenses, which I've discarded because I don't care, and then tool for doing things with. So first out of the gate, the thing I really like about this optic is only $800 MSRP, whereas the 1:10 Razor is $2,500 is what you can actually find it for, and I know it MSRPs for over $3,000. So we'll see what this is actually being sold for in the months to come, but right now it's listed as $800, and I like that. Next thing I like is the Ebra Reticle. It's got all the information that I want, but without overcomplicated this busy Christmas tree that goes down forever on a 5.56. This is a 1:8, so I don't need a ton of information, but I've got holds down the stadia line to about 600 meters, as well as a ranging diagram right above the head of the target. And I also have holds for like 5-mile-an-hour winds going out to the side. So I like Ebra Reticle. So I gave you 2 things I like. Here's something I don't like. I don't like that it has what's called a speed ring with a single dot inside it. Now that single dot's a 0.75 MOA, but to really appreciate that tiny dot, you have to cam into 8. At 1x, it ends up being this ring and a dot in it, and I don't like that. I think the fastest thing for up close and personal is a simple red dot, not a ring and a dot, which kind of has a little bit of a fudge factor. You can train your way out of it, and some people like that, some people prefer it. I'm not one of those. I like a simple red dot, and so I didn't like that. Enough negativity. I'll have more negativity in a minute, but let's return to a positive. This is a first focal plane. I haven't really cared about the Strike Eagles before because it only came in second focal plane. And with my old eyes,
how do you get sold so fast?
I can't really see that well. I want to be able to really read. So if you're new to low power variable optics, a second focal plane means as I cam in, go to 6-8 power or something like that, my reticle stays the same size even though the world gets closer to me. A first focal plane, though, the reticle system is going to grow while the Earth is getting closer to me. And that makes it a lot easier to read. You can't look to the world-renowned, expert, top shot people because you got some of the best shooters in the world. Some will prefer second focal plane, some will prefer first focal plane, so you can't buy your way out looking to what are the best like. So I like first focal plane, and so I'm going to mark it as a big plus. Generally, they cost more, but I think Vortex has made a good balance in making a more budget-friendly first focal plane optic. Another positive, this will be a fourth positive, is the eye box is really, really good. I notice when I'm camped all the way into 8, and I'm here, oh, that looks beautiful. I can get closer, closer, closer. I still see the world. I can get farther apart, and I've got a little bit of forgivability as I'm camming my head around, more so than other optics. I don't know if it's quite as much as my beloved Razor, but it is extremely good for the money. There's 4 positives. Let's get negative again, right? This only comes in MOA. All scopes and stuff for me, I like to stick with Milradian's MRAD, and it doesn't come in MRAD. So that's a little lame for me, but if you like MOA, more power to you. That won't be a con for you, but I would like the option, and you don't have it right now. A 5th positive now for the Strike Eagle 1-8 is I'm not seeing changes of coloration. I'm seeing pretty good clarity, and I'm also seeing good light transmission, and I expected it to be a worse. I was expecting some kind of fisheye or something goofy going around. If I'm being really picky, maybe around the perimeter, it's not quite as sharp and clean as I would like it to be, but for the money, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a thumbs up and be like, hey, pretty darn good, guys. Well done. I did a little torture test on this just to make sure it is indeed shock proof, as Vortex says. Vortex knows how to make an optic that doesn't lose 0. So I just wanted to give a little bit of a bumping around and make sure that it retained 0. So I'm shooting about 125, 150 meters, and here is a tiny glimpse of my torture test. Man, it's an awfully good optic. Be a shame, you know, if anyone, oh, whoops. Oh no, oh crap. That was a mistake. Look at this. Crap, I'm an idiot. Warrior Poet at the foul line. Still on. Last pro that I'll list is you got 9 day settings and 2 night vision settings on here. I did test this with night vision, and when I went ink black, I could see the night vision setting on the first one. I don't think I'd ever use it. I think it'd go up to that 1 day setting, which you really can't see with a visible eye because it's very, very dim. If I was shooting daytime, I'm probably gonna always have it at 9 or 8. A common complaint that I have with LPVOs is you can just never get that illuminated dot or reticle bright enough. I've almost always want it brighter, with the exception of the Vortex Razor, which has a really hot glowing LED right in the middle. So that'll be the exception, but anyway, I kind of like that it has night vision settings, especially as we have so many of our enemies have night vision capability to be able to do passive aiming. I've got a laser right here. By the way, this is taking up field of view when I'm at 1 power, and so really I need a higher optic. This is an ADM mount, it's good, but I need a taller optic to go past this block. Anyway, lasers, which were amazing 10 years ago, aren't quite as good because they can give away your position so easily to adversaries. How many sets of night vision did the Biden administration leave over in Afghanistan when we retreated? A lot. So there's a lot of capability out of there, which means you need to be able to aim through your optic. I was able to aim and see the world and do my ready ups and present in clear rooms through this. However, it's just not as nice clearing through an LPVO passively with night vision as it would be with a simple red dot, which would be the preference. But you can pull it off, and this one has night vision settings, and so I'm kind of like, all right, that's pretty cool. Good job, guys. Last thing I'm gonna say, we'll add a third dislike to like 7 pros or something, so you can tell overall I do like this optic, but one thing that I have become more and more demanding on my optics is I want an automatic shutoff. I'm always using some type of illumination because I like that glowing red dot. I've gotten used to it. But I oftentimes forget to turn it off because optics should always be on and ready. I've gotten used to that. I've gotten spoiled by that. In some LPVOs, like the Voodoo has an auto shutoff feature, There's another primary arms 1 to 8 that I'll be reviewing soon that has an auto shut-off feature, and then it's a shake-awake technology, which I really think is awesome. This doesn't have anything, so if I leave it on, in a couple weeks, this battery may be dead if it's left on really, really hot. So I don't like that at all. I think that that should be better. However, LPVOs are still growing and growing. Right now, it seems to be the golden age of LPVOs, and we're getting spoiled more and more and more, and these are getting really, really good. Overall, I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a big thumbs up. I really like this 1 to 8 Strike Eagle. I like first focal plane, as you know, and at $800 for what you're getting, I think that's a solid, solid deal. And I'm gonna keep this optic on it because I really like this 1 to 8. And so anyway, I am ready to protect my farm with this. Just so you know how I roll, I've also got another gun and it's got a thermal on it. So if I want to shoot something with thermal stuff on Predator Vision, I can do that too. This has nothing to do with the video, just to say I like this optic. I'm gonna keep it at the ready, and I like toys and guns and thermals and goofy stuff that makes my wife mad at me. But she loves me, and so she'll forgive me. And after she's forgiven me, I'll have a thermal optic. So guys, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, toggle notifications bell to all, like, comment, share. Man, I'm getting good at this. Check down below in the description for relevant links that'll help you out, help us out. We thank you so much for training with us. Train hard, train smart, stay free. And my cameramen are like doing that weird dance thing, trying to distract me because they want me to fail at my closing. You guys are terrible. You're supposed to be home team. Torture test, I'm out. I'm out. So Russia and Ukraine, if we get involved to defend Ukraine and shoot down Russian planes, we'll be in World War III.
That's a fact. How would you feel if you got the waiver, strapped on a helmet, jumped in a foxhole again, had to do one more pump overseas for the good of the nation?
Doomsday preparedness, doing pretty good. But then like Doomsday, World War III cardio, down here, I'm not doing so good, so.
Ugh, no one's supposed to slip out of that.